for Birmingham. 103.89 their latest, their fastest at 102.32. Getting ever closer and getting ever faster. Edith Cowan back and ready to go. It's going to be it's a little salute there from Cian to the marshal, and away goes Cian Butler behind the wheel of ECU's entry into Formula Student 2026. They don't need to pick up the pace a little, I can't help but think.
Yeah, we're banking on the fact that the other Modena driver might not be able to keep the same pace, and it does look like a very hairy car to drive, but you know, at the end of the day, we're just like any other team here and hoping just to finish endurance.
Completely understandably, I mean, the euphoria I felt when we finished it for the one time in 5 years of Formula Student I was with Cardiff was one of the greatest moments I've ever experienced, which may tell you about the rest of my life far too much. But anyway, more to the point. Birmingham through the hairpin then. The last few laps for the team from Birmingham. Red 5 glinting in the Silverstone sun as they come across the line with a time of 104.15. 25th lap now, penultimate lap for Birmingham. Edith Cowan's first lap with Cian behind the wheel is going to be a 55.42. It's their fastest and it's off the line. The competition is truly alive here at Silverstone for Formula Student 2026, quite possibly the closest we've ever seen at the top for the past several years. Birmingham on track right now on their penultimate lap, but they will have to contend with Cian from Australia on the charge for Edith Cowan, so keep an eye out for a blue flag. But bear in mind, of course, Birmingham are no slouches. They're pretty fast themselves as they head through. There's no blue flag there. No, there is a blue flag and they pull in. Birmingham pull in seamlessly. Edith Cowan flying through. The green flag shows that's how you do an overtake. That is gorgeous in its efficiency. Very little time lost by both teams. Birmingham on their way for their second to last lap, and Edith Cowan coming through to complete another one as well. I can hear them and I can see them now as they come across the line, getting very twitchy on the final corner with a time then of 55.52, a tenth of a second slower. The final lap then for Birmingham is underway. Their last lap was a 107.05. They just need to bring it home now, and that is exactly not what you want to see. Where's the power gone?
This is horrible to see. I mean, Birmingham's been having a really, really good comp. Hopefully there's enough left in the battery just to get one more lap.
An absolute shocker here, Jess. I can't believe this.
Well, you were saying this earlier, the last corner, the last lap at one point, if they just started the final lap. Oh,
they're underway again!
Hey,
and you can hear Birmingham, the euphoria erupting from the team. It's still on for the team from Birmingham. All they have to do is finish this lap and they will be one of only 5 teams to have finished endurance. Can Birmingham get through? I sincerely hope so. Across the line comes Edith Cowan, this time with a 55.46. They are right on the apex of their performance capability, I suspect. Meanwhile, here's Birmingham into the fast section of the course, keeping it nice and calm and collected. I suspect they're running low on juice and they just need to eke it out, Jess, but it's not looking good.
It is not looking good at all. They just got to get on the power. The yellow flag will be way shortly to allow more cars through, and that's just bad timing for Birmingham. They were looking so good up until this point, and it looks like they're going again. I think everybody here at Silverstone is probably wanting to cheer Birmingham on to say, come on, you can do this. They could be the 5th car to finish endurance through to the last sector now. They just got to keep it conservative. I'm sure that the team will be saying, just bring it home, and they've knocked the cone in this car, and oh my goodness, 2 cones, Kevin said in the commentary box. I have to say that was quite entertaining at least.
Meanwhile, the drama has reached the pinnacle for Birmingham, because here's the checkered flag. Car number 5 is the 5th car to finish endurance, and they scream with delight. They capture the cones in debris from ECU. They do not care. They rush like a torrent to the edge of the course to celebrate. A last lap of 205.63. They don't care. It's not the fastest, but who is in their right mind worrying about that from Birmingham? With a 41.57, they become only the 5th team to finish endurance, and it gives Edith Cowan an empty track to take the fight to Modena.
I don't know about an empty track. It looks like Cian's determined to put some cones on that track. If there's any chance that Cian can hear this out, calm down a little, mate.
Oh, he is on an absolute bender, and we are so here for it as across the line go Edith Cowan with a 55.59. only 1/10 of a second slower than their fastest, determined to catch up to the rocket that was Modena. And talking of the rocket that is Modena, they are back out on track. This really is one for the ages, a duel between two titans of Formula Student, Australia and Italy, competing here on track at Silverstone, the home of British motorsport. Edith Cowan and Modena. Edith Cowan currently have completed 18 laps, their 19th in progress, 55.59, and on to their second session now are Modena, their 14th lap currently in progress. As through then goes Cian. Now this looks to be very, very quick, but also the cleanest we've seen from Cian so far. There have been a smattering of cones here and there through the Mansell meander. The tail stepping out. I love the way that Cian can hold it sideways through these corners. Excellent stuff there from Cian through the final corner. Birmingham losing their minds as they finish endurance. They are over the moon, the second year in concession consecutively that they've finished endurance, and that time there for Edith Cowan was a 55.45, right on the performance curve for that team. As away go Modena to complete their 14th lap with a time then of 1:00.60.
Modena will be incredibly happy with that time. We were banking on two drivers being a little bit further apart than that. So I think Modena are driving straight into the win of not just this event, but probably the whole competition.
Bear in mind though, I've said earlier in the day that I think you guys have finished slightly higher in some of the static events than Modena, so the static events will play into it.
No, we've taken that into the calculations and looked at both best and worst case scenarios for the competitions without the points out. And Modena have done the same as had this guy. And Modena sitting, the best that we could tell, 20 points clear prior to this event. And that's about 2 seconds a lap to get that in an endurance run.
There's conversations now. Dan Jones has joined us and he's talking about efficiency as Modena across the line.
Efficiency? That's a good question from Dan there. How much do we think there's inefficiency? We believe there's about 10-point advantage to us for efficiency.
Now you can see why Cian really is leaving it all on the track sideways through several corners to ensure maximum speed. Edith Cowan on their 21st lap, their 22nd was their 20th was their fastest, a 55.37. Meanwhile, Modena on their 16th lap, their 15th was a 101.53. As through sideways goes Cian through the corner with no name, and that is a monumental time from them, a 55.43. Right there, it's 22 laps now for Edith Cowan. 21 completed, 22nd in progress. Through the Bales hairpin goes Modena and into the Mansell meander. Watch the exit here. How much tail are they going to get? Absolutely none. Incredibly clean through there and onto the final corner across the line with a time of 1:00.12 for Modena. Their fastest, a 56.13. Edith Cowan's fastest, a 55.37. Their latest, a 55.43. 22nd lap in progress. Cian Butler behind the wheel. Can he get below 55 seconds is the question. They need to get as quickly around the track as possible, but as cleanly as possible as well. That 10 points advantage between the two powertrains is going to make all the difference here. 20 points in the lead by ECU's calculations are the team on your screen right now. Modena, Edith Cowan across the line with a 55.68 to complete 22 laps, 23rd in progress then. Modena on your screens right now as they come through the fast section of the course into the second slalom. Out of the second slalom like it was nothing, and onto the hairpin they go. Here they come then through the Mansell meander. Not carrying a lot of speed. There it is. There's the speed I was anticipating. The back end stepping out as they come through that tight right-hander, and that's going to be a time from Modena of 59.67. 17 laps completed, 18th in progress, and speed then picking up for the Italians. I wonder whether someone signalled to them, get quicker, because here comes the challenge from Cian Butler and Edith Cowan. He knows what he needs to do, and he really is pushing it, is the Australian side. Meanwhile, they come across the line then with a time of, drum roll please, 55.83, 23 laps down, 24th in progress. Modena, meanwhile, come through the harsh chicane, whilst another chicane has to be dealt with by ECU. A little twitch up on the right wheel into the air there with that solid rear axle, bouncing along through the hairpin, pushing it as hard as he can is Cian through the slalom now.
I think one of the things you'll notice, guys, the lap times are very close, lap after lap. This car is built for consistency, and we're over the moon to be able to be doing what is the fastest lap times of the event, and doing it every single lap. So this is what we built the car for, exactly these conditions. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. In amongst things that happened in autocross, we lost our hybrid system. So this car is now running with hybrid. So this is some of the pace that we were missing out yesterday during the autocross.
I just love the way that Cian drives. I'm such a fan. Do excuse me for fanboying. I think Jess is the exact same.
I was able to actually see one of his laps on Instagram, like the onboard shot, and it just looks impeccable.
It really does. Absolutely great stuff there. Meanwhile, Modern's latest time for you is a 58.83, 18 laps down, 19th in progress. Edith Cowan on their penultimate lap, their latest at 55.92, their fastest at 55.37. Across the line come Modena, very, very sideways, nearly lost it, but holding it on for dear life, gripping it to the white knuckle ride that is the Italian driving style. 58.80, 19 laps down, 20th in progress for the Italians, as meanwhile Cian Butler brings the car home for the second to last time across the line, and here it is with a 56.04 for Edith Cowan. On to their final lap then for the Australians.
I think that's the first time they've dipped into the 50-60s. The consistency is really, really impressive. That 4 seconds per lap difference we're seeing on the Stint, that could be the 20 seconds for the difference we're talking about. It's going to be very tight, and I think it's going to come down to how clean the runs are and the number of cones of the penalties on top. It's going to be that tight.
Insight there from Dan Jones. It will come down to cone penalties as Edith Cowan head towards the end of their final lap, twitching through the chicane onto the fast section of the course. They've got the not quite so straight, the 2-cone slalom, the Welsh wiggle, and here comes the final hairpin, the Bales hairpin for Edith Cowan before the Mansell meander. Watch the exit on this. It's not quite sideways as it usually is. The final corner beckons across the line with a checkered flag. Edith Cowan finish endurance at Formula Student 2026 and take the lead with a 28.47.32.
Yes!
Well done.
Yes, dude! Yes! Yes! Let's go!
You may not touch the car, you should actually bring
Sorry.
Sorry. You stay in there. Okay. So good. You can put the steering wheel on there again.
Power off.
Well done. Very good.